Welcome, folks, to Unfiltered Guidance, where we dive into the emotional cesspool known as feelings. Today's topic, emotional intelligence. Now, what's this fancy term all about? Well, think of emotional intelligence, or EQ, as a superpower. No, you won't be flying or shooting lasers from your eyes, but you will master the art of understanding and managing not just your own emotions, but also those of others. It's like having a cheat code for the complex and often confusing world of human emotions. Imagine being able to navigate a heated argument with the calm of a seasoned diplomat, or understanding why your coworker is upset without them saying a word. That, my friends, is emotional intelligence in action. You see, it's like having a superpower, except instead of flying or shooting laser beams from your eyes, you can navigate the messy world of emotions without putting your foot in your mouth every other minute. Let's talk about the emotionally dumb. You know, those folks who couldn't recognize a feeling if it bit them in the heart? They're the ones who laugh at a funeral not because they're heartless, but because they might be emotionally tone deaf. They can't quite grasp the appropriate emotional responses, so they end up looking like they're reading from a script written by an alien who's observed humans only through sitcoms. Moving on, we have the emotionally constipated. These are the types who bottle up their feelings tighter than a hipster's skinny jeans. They're so afraid of showing emotions that they might as well be auditioning for a role as a statue. Their motto, why feel today what you can suppress until tomorrow? But just like a volcano, they might end up erupting in a spectacular display of pent-up emotions. Now, let's not forget our emotionally unaware friends. These are the folks who have the emotional finesse of a sledgehammer. They stomp around, bulldozing through conversations like a bull in a china shop, completely unaware of the emotional wreckage they leave behind. They're like emotional tornadoes, leaving a trail of awkward silences and hurt feelings in their wake. And then, we have the emotionally oversharing. They believe that every emotion they feel is a precious gem to be shared with the world. They're the ones who'll tell you about their breakup, their heartache, and their latest existential crisis before you've even had your morning coffee. While it's great to express emotions, there's a line between sharing and dumping your emotional baggage onto others. The thing about emotional intelligence, or the lack thereof, is that it's not a fixed trait. It's not like you're doomed to be an emotionally constipated or an emotionally dumb forever. With a little self-awareness and a bit of practice, anyone can learn to navigate the emotional seas more effectively. So, if you've recognized yourself in any of these categories, don't despair. Remember, we're all works in progress. They stomp around, bulldozing through conversations like a bull in a china shop, completely unaware of the emotional wreckage they leave behind. Now, how do you boost this elusive EQ? It's not like you can buy it on Amazon, yet. Boosting your emotional intelligence is a lot like training for a marathon. It's not about sprinting through the finish line, but rather, it's about building up your stamina one step at a time. So, let's lace up those emotional running shoes and hit the pavement. First off, you have to acknowledge your own feelings. You know, those pesky things you've been shoving into the back of your mental closet, hoping they'll just disappear. But here's the thing. Those feelings are not going anywhere. So turn around, open that closet door and say, "Hello feelings, fancy meeting you here." Now that you've acknowledged your feelings, it's time to accept them. Emotions are not the enemy. They're not some alien invaders out to destroy your calm and composed facade. They're your allies, your guides. They help you understand what makes you tick, what gets your goat, and what makes your heart skip a beat. So, don't just acknowledge your feelings. Embrace them. Give them a hug, pat them on the back, and tell them, welcome to the party. But boosting your EQ isn't just about dealing with your own emotions. It's also about understanding the feelings of others. This is where empathy comes into play. You see, empathy is like your emotional compass. It helps you navigate the murky waters of human interactions. So, practice empathy. Try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Understand their perspective, their emotions, their struggles. And lastly, remember to be patient with yourself. Boosting your emotional intelligence is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a journey full of ups and downs, twists and turns. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. It's about becoming a better version of yourself, one emotion at a time. Stay unfiltered, stay emotionally intelligent, and remember, it's not about having all the answers, it's about navigating the questions.